Welcome back. I am running late. I'm supposed to be at school. Today's the last day. I have a full day by myself with no interruptions, and I'm running late. So I've got to sit in traffic and then pick up a coffee and then get to work. I can do this. Let's go. I am outside school. I am 100% angry because I stopped to get a coffee and breakfast, and the parking lot was so full I couldn't find a parking spot, and I was late because of traffic. So I think it just screwed everything up, which just tells me I need to be sure to be on time so I can get what I want. And now my stomach hurts because I'm hungry and I was excited for my pumpkin spice, but now I don't have it. Wow. I know, I'll get over it. I think I might leave in like an hour and a half and treat myself to some pumpkin spice, y'all. All right, let's do this. So I got a lot done today. I think I'm like 95% finished. Some books I need to put away and some other things I need to work on, but 95% sure I'm done. I ordered some command hooks from Amazon, and those should be here on Wednesday, which will hopefully be enough time for me to get everything done. I feel like I'm missing something. I probably am. My mind is stir crazy because I have friends and family in Houston, and Hurricane Harvey hit over the weekend, and it has not stopped raining back home. I'm not from Houston, but I have friends and very close family who live there. They are all safe right now. It's just the rain won't stop. And so every time I check Facebook, I see images of what they're going through, or every time I'm on Instagram. So I'm just constantly reminded that there are people back home suffering or just not safe, and it gets overwhelming. Like, I feel like helpless. I'm miles away. Just doesn't feel good. So I keep getting distracted, so there's no point in staying here and just being distracted. So I'm gonna go home. I have a conference call at 4:30. I feel like I need to turn off. Because I don't know how to help. So today is Tuesday, and I'm running late. I'm not running late, like I'll be there on time. I'm just running late for myself, which is frustrating. So I need to wake up earlier is what it comes down to, because this is not cutting it. And I know when the school year starts, I'm gonna be even more tired, and waking up is gonna be even harder. So I need to do better. So I'm on my way to school. It's the first day with new teachers, which I'm so excited about. Yeah, I need to get gas too, crap. So I gotta go. But it's gonna be a great day, and I'm excited to work with new people and have fun and just welcome them to our district. So yay, but because I gotta go. Okay, so day one with the new teacher group that I'm going to be working with this year was awesome. It was awesome. It was just a great group, and I felt like we were really positive and we talked about a lot of great things. I'm excited. So yeah, I have to go back tomorrow for another new teacher program session, but it's a little bit less me and the other co-facilitator and more kind of the district all together. So that's exciting. And it's also kind of a relief. And it is 2:20, so I get to go home a little early today, and then do all the billions of things I haven't done. I cannot find the plug for my hole puncher, so I think I'll have to be manually hole punching 24 sets of paperwork, which is just great. But I just went back to school, checked in my room, and I feel like I'm 95% done. There's a little bit of like labeling and putting away and bulletin boarding and a couple of things that I need to do, but nothing that I think needs me to stay for the rest of the evening. Plus, I think I'll be coming in on Friday so I can work on the room then. Sidebar, I think I'm gonna cut my hair. I've been thinking about it. My husband does not like really short hair, and I think that's exactly what I want to do. I'm like a brat. I feel like toddler. We'll see. All right. It is Wednesday, and I am not running late. I am on time. I'm just a little rushed. It's not bad. Today we are meeting again with the new teachers, which is exciting, and they're meeting like basically everybody in the district today, so it's exciting for them. And I think today is the day I'm going to finish my classroom. I'm actually going to make it, today is the day I'm going to finish my classroom. Except for like labeling some notebooks, I think I'll be done today. Fingers crossed. 'Cause good grief. I know as soon as I start, I'll find something else I need to work on. No, I'm gonna be done today. Today. All right. I'm in my classroom instead of my car this morning. Today is our first full day back as a professional day. No kids still today, but we meet as an entire district at the high school, and then we come back to school and meet as a faculty, and then we have some time in our classrooms. And also, today, first and second graders are allowed to come and visit their new classrooms just for a little bit, but kindergarten does not come yet. And I'm hopeful that I get to see some of my now first grade friends come in to visit today. So fingers crossed I could see some of my buddies today, because I'm so excited to see them. They're going to be so grown up. My classroom is 98% finished. I have to label some things. I have to put some things away. And I cannot wait to show you this room. It is, I think it feels really good this year. Like, I feel like I've set it up in a way that makes me really excited for the learning that'll happen this year. So hopefully I can get a video of my classroom setup and you can see it in all its glory. Okay. Okay, it is Friday, which is wonderful. It is my last Friday of summer because on Tuesday I will be back at school with 22 kindergartners, which is so exciting. But I will miss summer. I'll miss sleeping in because that's just fantastic. But I'm excited to meet my new kiddos. Today will be the last day I spend in my classroom. I've got like maybe 2 hours I think I need to spend, and then I'm gonna go get my hair cut. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I kind of wanna like shave that part off, but I think that might be a little too much. These new earrings. Anyways, so I'll get a new haircut today and I'm really excited. And yeah, I'm gonna take it easy and try to enjoy, you know, the last bits of summer. It's gonna be a new year on Tuesday, brand new year. Yeah, and then I'm gonna show my room. I'm excited to show off my room. It's been a lot of work. It's been a lot of work, so I'm excited to show it off, and I hope the kids love it. I have some great news. My room is done. I'm all finished. So let me show you around, and here we go. So my fancy camera died, so we're gonna use my iPhone instead, and I'm gonna continue to video my room so you can see all the fun stuff. So let's go back, start all over. This is the welcome mat to my classroom. I know it's in cursive and will be hard for the kindergartners to read, but I love the idea of having a welcome mat. So every season, I get a new welcome mat. I have a fall one, a winter one. I think I have a Valentine's Day one. So I'm working on collecting more so that it's just a nice little hello for the kids as they come in. So I also have this huge wall that has my home and back bags, and I will tell you much more about these bags in another video because I love them and I want to share with you their awesomeness. Okay, so here are the cubbies. Each kid has their own area, and in their cubbies, this is for if we get a new friend. They have a folder. This is their writing folder, and this is their Star of the Day folder, and I will explain more about what the Star of the Day process looks like in another video. This is kind of my ode to teaching wall. Here are portraits I had my kids do 2 years ago. These kids are now in 2nd grade, and I loved them. I didn't have time last year to do it with last year's group, so I just have these little pictures up and I love them so much. And over here is how my kids choose their lunch every day. So they'll take a clip from here and put it underneath the ribbon of whatever their lunch choice is for the day. So these are the 2 choices that are offered every day, a bagel or peanut butter and jelly. And then if they bring their lunch from home, they'll put it under there. This one is blank because it is the lunch of the day. So whatever the lunch of the day is, they could put it there. But it's an easy, quick way for me to see who's getting what for lunch, check it off, and leave it for the lunch lady who comes to pick up the slip at the beginning of the day. This little area here is where they store their lunches. So if they're bringing their lunches from home, they put them on the shelf here. This holds folders, my folders that I have the kids bring home and back every day. This area here, these are awesome little alphabet trays that we use for foundations. And the foundations program also has these little tile magnets. And I bought this, I guess it's like an organizer from Home Depot. I bought 2 of them. And then I had my husband add if I could do this carefully, he added a little, I don't know what the word is, thingy, flappy thingy, so I can open and shut it. So if I move this stuff over, it's hard to do with one hand. See how I can just close that up and it saves space? So now it's just the size of one, and now I get all that space back, which is really nice. So that's handy. I got these at Home Depot again. I bought two, and then my husband just added one of those little dealy bits to it. Really cool, really easy. This is my closet. It is amazing, and I love it so much. But it does need to be purged, and I didn't have time this year. But it's got tons of stuff. So this is where I have all of my monthly things. This little cotton ball is soaked with peppermint oil to prevent bugs and mice from getting in. So it just holds all of my monthly needs. Everything in these are like month specific and are theme specific. So I have, if it's November, but it's not related to Thanksgiving, it goes in here. But sometimes the overflow of like stuff goes in here too. Like clearly I love Halloween. These 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes are Halloween, and then there's a few Halloween things in here. Then I have my just materials that need to be restocked in here. Everything is in a plastic bin because last summer I had mice because I stupidly left some snacks out, and I had at least 5 mice in here that I saw either dead or alive. So now everything is in a plastic bin and tucked away. And again, these are my theme bins. These are just a few. They're stored pretty nicely. I love this system because I just pull it out as needed. These are games or activities for when you have indoor recess. And then there's just a random unicorn. But I want to show you one of my most favorite things is my wall here. This is the door of supplies. And these are supplies for the kids that don't go into the caddies on the table. And I have little labels on them. And the kids just get it as needed. So if they happen to not find a pair of scissors at their table, they could come here. Glue sticks, come here. Pins, extra pencils, extra crayons, extra color pencils. I'm going to buy some of the tape that comes in the little dispenser because that's huge. But the kids start to use this as a resource for all the things that they want and need without having to ask me. So these are the things that don't stay out on our tables, but definitely might be needed as they work on a center job or just have some free time and I maybe want to use color pencils instead of crayons. This is where they go. This is my listening center area. I got these bins at IKEA years ago and they have stayed so strong and sturdy. But all my listening center books are stored in here. And as we learn about a different topic, I just pull it out. So here's fall. This is a scarecrow. So for fall or for Halloween, I'll pull this one out. And I went through most of these and added a little binder ring. So there's a command hook, and they just hook onto the command hook. This is the schedule that needs to be done. So let's not look at that. This is our birthday wall. This is the writing center. And on the little ribbon, I put vocabulary cards that have to do with the learning. So I'm going to add a school and maybe a fall here. And I got that I got this at Target, and these are just felt stickers that I just added on. So that's the writing center. This is the listening center. Currently it's set up for the first day when I meet the parents, so please ignore the mess. But this is the listening center, and here are those command hooks that I was telling you about. They just hook on. This is a first day school book, Vera's first day of school. And I got this pom-pom from IKEA. I think I might add another piece of tape here to have that stay. So that's the listening center, and I got these wireless headphones that need to be replaced but are still usable. These are from Lakeshore. They are fantastic. They run on AAA batteries, and you just turn them on, and you have to sync it up to this tower. But once it's all working, it's probably the best cleanest way to run a listening center because there's not wires everywhere. These are those cute little lanterns I got from Michael's. There's no light in them. I took the batteries out, but they're just a cute little decoration, and they kind of hide the mess of the themed boxes behind them. And this is going to be my little area over here. Not too tidy at all, but it'll work. And then this I left blank because this is where I put all the love notes kids send me or the drawings they do for me. I put them on that area. Here is our carpet, 2 huge, big, long carpet spaces. These carpet names are just put on with some Velcro from Amazon. Those are my helpers. And the kids just get their clip moved off and on, and then they rotate this way. So they start at calendar helper, then they rotate up, and their last job is the caboose, and then they go back to the bottom of our ribbon there. I have my center chart, which I explained in my first week with Vera video. So if you go back and watch that, you'll see exactly how I do centers and get some nice tips there. I love, love, love those big lantern balls from Oriental Trading. Again, we do bridges in this room. So this is part of the bridges number corner with the months of the year. And then we do some counting with that pocket chart there. So this is all a bridges number corner area. So they supplied all of this, the hands, and then the numbers. I got this number corner. Again, these shapes came from Target One Spot, and then I just added felt stickers to them. So this is my dramatic play area. I love how it is small. If you watch my center video, you'll see how I only have about 3 kids at a center. So this being nice and small is perfect for them. Ooh, I need to move this. So it's a nice small area, and they're just going to have a lot of space to do what they want, but enough space to stay kind of contained. This is their food, cash register. On this wall here, right now I just have a Be Awesome pennant, but what I'm going to do is up here, I'm going to have what are we learning about, or what would you like to learn? And then here is going to be some blank white paper for them to create a scene about their learning. So our first field trip is to the apple farm. So what would we like to learn about apples? And they can write or create pictures to go hear about all about apples. And then I thought it would be nice to have some kind of visual representation of their learning here in dramatic play so that they could use vocabulary but also spark imagination, because sometimes it's hard for kids to know where to start with pretend play, especially if they don't do a lot of this at home. So I could read these words, and then I have a few extra that I might rotate out, and I can pretend to be, and I could build these buildings. So as they're playing with maybe the blocks over here, we can start to say, oh, what is the word for what you're building? And have them reference some of those vocabulary words. So there's lots to do here in dramatic play, and we're going to go over, of course, what it means to do your best job at dramatic play. Puppets, lots of big puppets in here, or stuffed animals for them to play with. There's an oven, and then I have this cute little table from IKEA. It is broken, and some small IKEA stools, but I thought this was enough space because I didn't want to make it too small, but I didn't want it to be too big and take over the space. And then they have a little mirror so they can see themselves. But I like that it's nice and secluded, so as I step away, you can see it's kind of off to the side and quiet. Because what I was noticing with my kids at dramatic play, if I would watch them or if they would catch my eye, they would stop pretending and either get silly or move on to something else. And I thought if I had this nice, quiet, smaller area and I happen to see them, they might still feel secluded and far enough away that they wouldn't stop pretending just if I saw them. And I even have my chart, my teacher stand that I can move there too after we build some trust and I know that they're focused and doing their best work over here so that they actually can have a quiet space. But I can still get to them and be safe. So this area over here houses our math and ABC activities. This is the writing center. So I thought, after some help from my neighbor teacher, that this would be a nice quiet area again for people who are working on their writing. And a teacher can come and sit here. The kids have a lot of access to the tools they need while writing. So this, if they decide to, when we decide to do our writing time, this might be where one teacher is housed to work with a group of students while everybody else is writing, you know, in their designated or choice areas. But the people who work here can still just be focused on one activity or skill with a teacher. This is a writer's checklist. After working with our literacy coach, she sparked this idea, and I just created this quick pencil. You can find something similar on Pinterest, but I love the idea of kids being able to pick a goal for themselves based on their writing. So, you know, some kids are just working on maybe listening to the sounds that they hear in a word, and maybe some kids are really great at craft and are writing like a specific author. So this quick pencil, it wasn't too hard. It's construction paper and some Sharpie there. So the kids will get a clothespin with their name on it. And after we introduce the different kind of skills, they'll decide where they want to put their name. And whenever we have our writing time, we'll just remind them, like, okay, go and look and think about what your goal is, what your focus is going to be on, and check in. So they'll have to think about, oh, am I really good at working with words from the word wall that I no longer need to keep my name there and I can move it somewhere else? Or is that a skill that I actually still need to work at and I'm going to keep my clip there? So it's just a couple of ways that kids can do their own self-assessment. Kids can make their own goal setting, but it actually stays perfectly aligned with kindergarten skills that we are hoping to see in them without the pressure of like, I need to see you use the word wall. This is the area I am so excited about. I am only going to give you a quick preview because the next video I'm creating is a deep look, an in-depth tour of the library. Can you handle it? I cannot. So this is our classroom library. I love the natural light from outside. I love a place where we can put our favorite stories, pictures of our favorite stories. Oh, this is going to be fantastic. So this is the library, but like I said again, I'm going to work on a longer, in-depth tour and explanation of how this works. This is our word wall. Again, we use foundations, so the pictures on the word wall cards all correlate to the foundations pictures. And there's no words on it, of course, yet, because we have not introduced the word wall and we have not talked about the process of using the word wall. But as we do, the kids will put cards up. I used to use Post-it notes, but now that this word wall is fabric instead of construction paper or butcher paper, I'm not sure if it'll stay. So I might have to look at another option, but we use Post-it notes and we just put it under each word. And I use Post-it notes instead of paper because I want the kids to be able to take it down, bring it to their table, do some writing, and then put it back up. And when it's stuck or stapled to the wall, the kids don't have access to it in the same way. So we'll see what works, but I might have to look at some other options if Post-its don't stick. This is going to be the art area for kids. I call it the creation station. I'm going to get some paper roll for those command hooks. I'm working on some vocabulary cards related to art. And here I'm going to put an inspiration board. Either the kids' work, but I thought I would start with some famous multicultural artists and artists that use different mediums. Artists who use paint or clay or technology, I was going to put up here, and also artists from all over the world, so kids can see artists look like them. And in this drawer, this is the kids' art supply drawer. They've got some scissors and stamps, tons of glue sticks, buttons, stickers, pipe cleaner, ribbon, stamp markers, crayons, everything you could possibly need. Oh, there's 2 huge things of crayons and color pencils. So they have plenty to choose from. And then here, some paper, some books on how to create different things related to art, some drawing books, some how to build paper airplanes, and lots of paper for them. So they have a lot to access here at the Art Center, and there's not a lot of rules. Sometimes I'll put like a step-by-step how to draw up here so that they can use it, but nothing. I like to keep it very open and whatever they want to do. There's my refrigerator and my microwave because the teacher got to eat. So that's the room. I am so excited to start school on Tuesday. I really feel like the setup is going to be more effective. I think we had a little bit of obstacles last year, and I wish I had pictures of last year's room, but I feel like this has a better flow. And then here are the caddies on the table. These are set up for parents because on Tuesday, actually, the parents and students come. So, just really quick, I have for every parent, they need to fill out a bus tag, and I need their child's information so that if any kind of accident happens, in terms of the kid not getting on the right bus, we have the information on this card, and it's going to go on their backpack so that any grown-up can help. Then I have a quick little explanation about who I am, how long I've been teaching, what are some of my favorite things. I got this from Rowdy in room 300, and I will post a link. I have Getting to Know Your Child. This is part of my classroom freebies. I'll have a link there for this, as well as the website permission form. There's going to be a link for that. And then just some information from the school. This is my handbook for what it means to be in kindergarten, and related to like school-specific stuff, more school-specific stuff. This I got from teaching in the Tongass. It's just a friendly box top reminder. And my Scholastic order. This is a template in my classroom freebies, but it comes with some catalogs so they can start the process of ordering books. An explanation of our special schedule, our Remind setup so they can sign up to use the Remind app, and a little information about Go Noodle with a coloring sheet on the back for the kids, and then more information from the school nurse. So I'll go through this with the parents and kind of give them the lowdown, and then I'll talk a little bit with the kids, and then they go. It really is 45 minutes of their first day. It's not a ton of time, but it just kind of gives parents peace of mind, and it gives kids a first little tour without it being completely overwhelming. And then their first full day starts on Wednesday. So this is here for the parents. Yeah, I am so ready to start school on Tuesday, and I think my room is ready too. I hope you liked a quick classroom tour. I'm so excited to start the school year. I've got 22 kids, and we're going to have another awesome year with this set of Kinder Darlings. Stay tuned because my next video is going to be all about that classroom library, which I am infatuated with. I love it so much. Thanks for watching, and click on subscribe down below and you'll know when my next video pops up. Give us a thumbs up if you like this video. Please let me know what other things I can share with you, either related to the classroom or just life. And thanks for watching.